My father-in-law banned me from his mansion. I married my husband Chad 3 years ago and we moved to a tiny apartment in Ohio. Chad came from a wealthy family in Texas, but he chose to work a simple job at Home Depot because he hated his father's arrogant lifestyle. His father, Mr. Sterling, was a CEO who lived in a massive gated community and constantly looked down on anyone who did not have millions of dollars in the bank. Every Thanksgiving, we were forced to visit his giant mansion, and every single time he would make snide comments about my cheap clothes or my job at the local grocery store. He would even tell his friends that I was just a gold digger who trapped his son. I took it because I loved Chad, but it was absolutely exhausting. Last month, Chad's grandfather passed away and left Chad a massive inheritance of over $2 million. Mr. Sterling was livid when he heard the news because he wanted that money for his own failing business investments. He called us over to his mansion, and he told me that I was forbidden from setting foot on his property ever again. He said that now that we had money, I would probably try to steal everything from his family. Enjoying the drama? Drop a like and sub. Anyway, I looked at him, and for the first time, I just started laughing. I told him that I did not want a single penny of his money, and that I was actually relieved I would never have to step foot in his terrible house again. I told him that he was an old, lonely man who valued his bank account more than his own son. Chad looked at his father, told him that he was officially cutting him out of our lives, and we walked out the front door for the very last time. It was the most liberating feeling I have ever experienced. We took that money and used it to move to a beautiful home in a quiet neighborhood, and we started a small business that Chad has always dreamed about. We are finally happy, and we never have to hear Mr. Sterling's insults ever again. It turns out that losing his son was the ultimate punishment for his greed. He is now sitting alone in his giant mansion, while we are living our best lives without him. I learned that family is not about how much money you have, but about how you treat the people who actually love you. We are finally free from his constant judgment, and I have never felt more at peace. My husband and I are stronger than ever, and we are looking forward to a future that is entirely our own. Leaving his world behind was the best decision we ever made for our marriage, and I will never regret walking away from that toxic family.